Welcome to Quiz Night Live. Coming up next is Hard Quiz with Lewis.
He's back, and in his wake, games are left unfinished. Kitchens deserted because of him. Shows abandoned. He is back with a bang. The question is, are you ready?
This is a new dispensation. So, who wants to play hard?
What can I say? What can I say? Well, apart from continuities for losers, this is Hard Quiz! Today, on Hard Quiz, Mark Shapes. There's going to be a lot of cheering during this, so... Graduate Admissions Administrator, expert subject, post-2000s Grand Slam tennis. Oh, we deviate from the cheering, fair enough. Chris. Programmer. Expert subject. It's the suspense. Taskmaster UK. Claire. Data wizard. Expert subject, they might be giants. Clive. Ticket tout. Expert subject. The musical Stephen Sondheim. This is Hard Quiz. These contestants are 2019 Tory Manifesto promises. The last one to be recklessly abandoned will be today's Hard Quiz champion. So I suppose we have to meet them and be sociable. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So, well, you said in your application that tennis is demonstrably the best sport.
It's not Formula One, is it?
That's a fair point, but, you know.
And obviously after yesterday, I can't have darts.
Well, I mean, tennis was on the verge of being in the bin in our minds anyway. So you used to live in Belgium and Spain.
Not at the same time.
That would be quite hard. So, how much do you regret saying no to cheap beer and cheap electricity?
Well, these days, quite a lot.
But you've chosen to be here instead.
Circumstance has led me to be here.
So, a graduate admissions administrator as well.
Yes.
So, at what stage in the application process do you take into account how much money Daddy has?
Oh, we get asked about that long before they even submit the application. It's like, what?
I fell asleep halfway through the answer, let's move on.
Indeed.
Not Colo, Topper.
Hello.
So, you're stepping in for Colo. Do you feel a bit of weight on your shoulders here?
I'm missing the hat, which I know Colo likes, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah, and you were aware your questions all were written within the last 24 hours and one of them was edited at 3 a.m. this morning. You said in your application, well, you left it quite open. You said you wanted me to roast you. How much self-loathing does that require?
Quite a lot. I'm good at that stuff.
Ah, bless. Everyone loves Taskmaster, you say. You do understand the premise of the quiz, that people can, like, steal your questions.
Yes, I know, and I'm prepared to lose.
Fair enough. Out! Right. Claire, where do we start with you? Been on a few game shows, I hear. And you were scared of the buzzer on Two Tribes?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've got two buzzers in front of you right now.
I know.
Has anyone got the heart rate monitor? No? Fair enough. No dreadlocks today. Decided to give the culture appropriation a rest.
I did.
Fair enough. Now,
That's why I got rid of them.
and then your application, you said you hadn't watched a single episode of Hard Quiz. So how comfortable do you feel with taking away a place from someone who actually might, you know, care about the show?
Well, thanks to you, I've watched them and I absolutely adore it. So
I've had a
I'm
positive
convert.
impact on someone finally.
Yeah,
God.
sorry.
Yeah. So you've never won money on a quiz either.
No.
And it's not going to start today. Clive. Among the first North Americans to come to Sheffield out of choice. How does it feel?
Oh, it's better than I expected. And that was starting from quite a low level, though, so...
Fair enough. So, your expert subject, Stephen Sondheim, and in your application you said it got you past 3 courses of social anxiety. I don't know where to go with this, really. I mean, I've probably cancelled off that trailer, so, the other quarter?
Sorry?
The other quarter, that social anxiety? Sometimes 3 quarters, you know.
3 quarters, and the other quarter is, you know...
Fair enough. So, what's your biggest attraction to his works? Murderous Barbers, or Swedish sex comedies, or other?
I mean, you know, it spans all sorts of genres. It was really opening new doors for theater, and he did all that while being gay, which is, I think...
And you also decided to name someone a minor Broadway celeb. Mate, you're a minor quizzer. All right, had enough of that. Let's play hard! All right, this is the expert subject round, so we're going to go with marks first. So, 5 questions on tennis that's not yet in the bin. So, 5 points for right answer on your expert subject. You can steal a question for 10 points. And if you get one wrong, you get -5. Lowest score at the end of this round is dead to me, and don't jump over the railings out there. Apparently we're not allowed to anymore. So, fingers on buzzers. Are we ready?
Yep.
Good. So, Grand Slam tennis, let's go. In May 2021, a statue was unveiled at Roland Garros of which player who became known for his skills on the clay court? Any buzzer?
Oh.
Yeah. Mark.
Rafael Nadal.
Correct. Question 2. Who won their first Grand Slam singles title at the 2019 French Open before retiring in March 2022? Mark.
Ashley Barty.
Correct.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
On for that 5 from 5. Specific answer required. I love when a question starts with that. Which Grand Slam tennis court had a retractable roof fitted in 2009, at the closing of which can cause up to a... Mark?
Centre court at Wimbledon.
Correct! Winning 16 Grand Slam doubles titles between them, what was the relationship between Bob and Mike Bryan? Mark?
The twin brothers.
Correct! Just had brothers here, but you know. Retiring from the game in 2006, Andre Agassi married Steffi Graf back in 2001. Chris?
No, I was going to say Steffi Graf. You said her first.
Incorrect. You're frozen out. I'll carry on. Andre Agassi married Steffi Graf back in 2001. A few years earlier, someone from the crowd asked Steffi to marry him. What was her humorous reply to this request? Mark?
How much money do you have?
Correct! He's only gone and done it. 5 from 5! Alright, moving on to Chris, Taskmaster UK. Here comes first question. Greg Davis's assistant, Alex Horn, is often referred to by which diminutive adjective? Clive.
Little Alex Horn.
Correct! Alright, next one. During the tiebreaker on the first episode of Taskmaster UK, Frank Skinner and Ramesh Ranganathan played a version of which children's game? Chris.
Hide and seek.
Correct! In a Series 12 task, Victoria Cora Mitchell had to get Alan Davis to dress up as which? Clive?
Charlie Chaplin.
Correct! Dress up as which English silent film star? Charlie Chaplin, absolutely right. Nice job. Next one. One of the first participants in an early version of the show at the 2010 Edinburgh Fringe was which comedian who labels himself the German comedy ambassador to the UK, Clive?
Henning Vane.
Yeah! Top of your better know saying that they might be giants, mate. Last question. In a Series 2 episode, Joe Wilkinson was disqualified for touching the red green. Clive.
A potato?
Correct! Not really a 5 from 5, so we'll brush that under the carpet and move on. Right, Claire, They Might Be Giants. In 1993, They Might Be Giants released the EP Why Does the Sun Shine, the lyrics of which incorrectly asserted that the sun was a mass of incandescent gas. Claire? You've held my gaze for quite a long time now, can I have an answer?
Incandescent plasma.
Correct. The band was nominated for a Best Original Theatre Score Tony for their song I'm Not a Loser. Can't relate. Claire?
SpongeBob?
Correct! In the song Hollywood, band member John Linnell put on the accent from which part of the UK in an attempt to imitate the Beatles? Mark?
Liverpool.
Correct! Question number 4. Which sci-fi book series features the band We're Certainly Dwarfs, a parody of They Might Be Giants? Clive?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Incorrect. Mark?
Discworld.
Correct! And the final They Might Be Giants question. The band wrote and performed the song Dr. Evil for which Austin Powers film? Claire?
The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Correct! You got to say shag on Twitch, so you know.
Shag.
Thank you for that. Alright, so, Clive, Stephen Sondheim musicals, your expert subject. 5 questions on them, let's go. In the title of a 1979 Sondheim musical, Sweeney Todd is described as the barber. Clive?
Fleet Street.
Correct. I was going to say Monopoly board. These people will clap for anything. Question 2. Thank you. You can clap for that, that's fine. In the musical Sunday in the Park with George, which real-life artist is George? Clive?
George Seurat.
Correct. Sondheim wrote the lyrics for 1957's West Side Story, but didn't produce the music. Clive?
Leonard Bernstein.
Correct. The song Everything's Coming Up Roses was written for which song? Clive?
Gypsy.
Correct. Alright, last question. Featuring the song Send in the Clowns, which musicals? Clive?
A Little Night Music.
Yeah. So, at the end of the expert subjects round, bit of a disparity in the scores. We've got Clive with 65, and then Mark with 45, and then Claire and Chris are just here for a good day out. We've waded through their subjects, now let's wade through mine! This is still called Tom's round, apparently, rights issues. But anyway, recently I've been really getting into teenagers. Hang on a minute. They smell funny, they complain that everything in life's rigged against them. Wait, no, that's Trump supporters. Easy mistake to make. Alright, guys, select your answers on your devices for each question. The correct answer gains you 5 points, wrong answer loses you 5 points. Lowest got the end of the round is dead to me. First question. Which of these teenage stars' first TV appearance was as a child on the show Dance Moms? Jenna Ortega, Maddie Ziegler, Olivia Rodrigo, or Millie Bobby Brown? Answers are all in. Correct answer was B, Maddie Ziegler. Okay. Right, I'm pleased you've all proved that you can do it, so. Question 2. In a 2018 survey, what percentage of British 15-year-olds admitted to having taken illegal drugs? 8%, 18%, 28%, 38%. Answers are all in. And it is 38%. It's all right. I've got another stat to restore your faith in humanity. Among 11-year-olds, 9%. Start them early. Start them early. Who went for the third option? I'll leave that there. The share of teens that use which of these social media sites did not reduce between 2014-15 and 2022? Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, or Facebook? And Ben, that's how you pronounce them.
Do I need to refresh for that? Refresh, yeah.
Yes. Refresh. Everyone in? Everyone is in. Correct answer. Well, everyone's saying C. Correct answer. Snapchat. Yep, Snap was up 18%, Facebook down 41%, boomers. Twitter down 10% and Tumblr down 9% as well. The death of microblogging is upon us. Question 4. A 2014 study showed that parts of teenage brains appear to shut down upon hearing what? You were on the verge, I had to... It's not often enough. Yeah, criticism, classical music, foreign languages, or Ben asking them to bring him more wine. Correct answer. Criticism. Sorry, I had a plan for this, don't worry. Alright, last question. Which of these was invented by a teenager? The modern orange juice production process, the skateboard, the trampoline, flippers, Batman, or the pinball machine? He's tapped in the right bit of the soldering iron. Anyway. Well, it's not A and it's not B. I'm sorry, but C was actually the wrong answer. No! Trampoline! Yeah, trampoline was it. Invented in 1930 by a 16-year-old. He came up with the idea after seeing trapeze artists drop into a net at the end of the performance. He thought the act would be more exciting if they kept bouncing around, so he began working in his parents' garage. Fair enough. Well, let's have a look at the scores, and it's only a bloody hard-off. So, Mark and Clive feel smug. There you go. Don't we all? Don't we all? Alright, so we've got another question on teenagers here, so enjoy. So, this is a numerical answer. Closest stays in. Are we ready? What percentage of GCSE students passed maths in the June 2022 exams, getting a grade 4 or higher, which is pretty hard to do?
What's that in equivalent to lessons? 'Cause I'm old.
A bare pass or better. So like a C and above-ish.
Percentage 22.
Percentage, June 2022 exams, grade 4 or higher in GCSE maths. Have we all got your answers in? They're like siblings that have fallen out. I'm here for it. Answers in? Reveal them. 70% from Chris, 59% from Claire. This is going to actually take some maths from me, actually.
What did you get in your GCSE?
I got an A star in year 9. And then another 11 A stars after that. Anyway. Correct answer, 64.9%. Which means Topper is marginally closer.
Yeah, it's in.
Yes, by 0.8%.
I should have gone for 60 minutes.
Claire, I would say get over here, but health and safety nightmare. Didn't really work out for you, did it?
No.
Where did you go wrong?
I got the answers wrong.
Yeah.
Which is, the first rule of quizzing is get the answers right. I think.
I mean, Topper did sort of set a trend for wrong answers. Did you get a bit complacent?
No.
Well, you're going to have plenty of time to think about all your life decisions. Out!
Bye. Thank you. Good luck.
Well, this next round's got a bit of everything, and we'll probably still leave the bounties behind. By the people, for the people, it's the people's round! So I think we'll keep this one on hack box, just for our own sake. So, against the clock this round, +5 right answer, -5 wrong answer, it's all general knowledge. No more, they might be giants, I mean, they're just a crap flight of the Concords, really, aren't they? We all know that. Everybody ready? Let's play. Hard! He said the line. All right, here we go. The people's round starts now. Which element has the chemical symbol He? Mark?
Helium.
Correct. Complete the title of an Alfred Hitchcock movie, Strangers on a... Clive?
Train.
Correct. Next one. Bavaria's Reinheitsgebot limited the ingredients that could be used when making which drink? Mark?
Beer.
Yeah. There's a lot of German content here now. What time is it? Half an hour before 4:45. Mark?
3:15.
Correct. Arlene Phillips was one of the original judges. Mark?
Strictly Come Dancing.
Correct. What is the second book of the Bible's Old Testament? Clive?
Exodus.
Correct. Earlier this week, who was announced as the new host of the TV show Love Island? Clive?
Maya Jama.
Correct. He's integrated well. Who is encouraged to come on in a song by Dexy's Midnight Runners? Clive?
Eileen.
Correct. Had another 12 questions, but they'll just end up in a pack somewhere. So, at the end of the people's round, Mark's on 60, Clive's on 80. Chris, it was almost inevitable, wasn't it? Only
Yeah,
10
thanks.
points. Pretend you've gone over here. So, what happened?
What happened is you gave me a subject that Clive's also an expert at.
So you've never been inclined to, learn a bit of tennis or musicals or They Might Be Giants? I did give you options, like you had routes in, but you decided not to take them.
I did not.
No,
And I regret
fair
everything.
I mean, we appreciate you stepping in, but, I do need to keep the animosity up now, so, out! There he goes. He'll probably get lost on the way back round. It's literally... it's a minute walk. So... I need to do that. That is something that needs to be done. Oh, I don't want to make Claire hard. There we go. That's a real button on here. So, Mark, Clive, it's time for the hard quiz final. It's tennis versus Sondheim. So, penalty shootout format, harder questions on your expert subject. Anyone want to claim any Italian heritage? Because you might automatically win if so. No, fair enough, right. Let's play hard! Right, remember, as Tom Gleeson said to me last night personally, if in doubt, the contestant is always wrong. All right, Mark, first question's for you. Called the greatest match of all time by many, the 2008 Wimbledon final between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal went to a fifth set. Who won that fifth set, and what was the score in that set?
That was Nadal won that 9-7.
Correct! Of course, you have to be at the top and bottom of the sheet, so I have to just keep scrolling for the questions. In 1966, Clive, Sondheim provided the lyric to The Boy From for the musical The Mad Show. How was he credited in the playbill?
Oh. Stefan Rio, something I can't remember.
Incorrect. The answer was nom de plume.
Oh.
Mark. Who was the highest seeded opponent that Emma Raducanu beat on the way to winning the 2021 US Open Women's Singles competition?
Now, I can think of the people she played, but which ones were at the US Open?
That is quite integral to the question.
Exactly. Was it Maria Sakkari?
Incorrect. Belinda Bencic. Belinda Bencic was 11th, Sakkari was 17th. Because I made you like that. Alright, Clive. The first volume of Stephen Sondheim's 2010-11 autobiography is called Collected Lyrics 1954 to 1981, with attendant comments, principles, heresies, grudges, wines, and what?
I own the bloody book. Could you give me that one more time?
Do you want just the title? Do you want the whole question?
Just the end, please.
Thank God. Collected Lyrics 1954 to 1981, with attendant comments, principles, heresies, grudges, wines, and what?
Corrections?
Incorrect. Anecdotes. Mark. Andy Murray holds one of the worst records in Australian Open finals, losing every time he's reached that stage. How many Australian Open finals has he played in?
Oh. Six.
Incorrect.
Oh, is it five?
5.
Ah!
At least they feel for you, I don't. Clive. Sondheim began his TV career working on which short-lived 1950s US TV series? Enter your mind, Palace. Is this in there somewhere?
I can't remember the name. Ghost Sheet, something like that.
Incorrect. Topper.
Oh!
Is he that dead to you? Okay, Mark. Getting to the fun zone here. Virginia Ruano Pascual won 8 of her 10 Grand Slam women's doubles titles, playing with whom?
Oh, God.
It's not called Hard Quiz for nothing.
Annabelle Medina Garrigues?
Incorrect. Paula Suarez.
Oh, yes.
At least that name meant something to you. Alright, Clive. Still very much in with a chance here. Name 3 of the engaged or married couples in the Sondheim musical Company.
All right, Harry and Sarah, Joanne and Larry, and Amy and Paul.
Correct! Well, it all boils down to this. Mark, at the 2005 Australian Open, Aussie content, Leighton Hewitt celebrated an unforced error by his opponent Juan Ignacio Hela that gave him the game. This caused Juan Ignacio to spit on which part of Hewitt's body? Well, one in infinitely many chance of getting this right, I guess.
On his arm?
Incorrect. It was his back.
Oh.
I mean, there's like places that have a higher impact if you spit on them. I'm not
Yeah.
actively thought into this, just to clarify, but yeah. Alright, Clive, this to win. Get it wrong and I'll use another hard off, it'll be fine. Okie dokes. To win. Sondheim wrote the lyrics and music for Evening Primrose, an episode in the first season of the US TV series ABC Stage 67. Which episode number was it?
Oh, fuck off. 3.
Incorrect. 9. In the right order of magnitude. Well, you know what it is. It's another bloody hard off! Back to teenagers again. So, because I'm creative, it's another percentage question. Closest wins. Here it comes.
We have a sort of technical thing. How does this pen actually work?
I haven't got... Yeah.
Eraser bit.
Well done, Clive. You're tonight's Hard Quiz champion.
We have a pen.
We have a pen. Do you have apple and pineapple? But anyway. Pop culture references. I can make them. Right, here we are. What percentage of teens can text with their eyes closed? What percentage of teens can text with their eyes closed? It was a pretty recent survey. Do we need to get into touch typing? No. Okay. How many of you think you've done an answer with a decimal point? Because that's just really flashy. They probably put in decimal points in now, said that. Alright. Rubbing out. Oh, here we go. I could do it. You could do it. Yeah. Bit of straw polling going on here. Alright. Adding that decimal point, are we? Clive, you ready? Good.
Yeah.
Mark, ready?
Yeah.
Show us your answers. So, well, if this is 87.5, this is going to be interesting. Correct answer, 47%. So,
Good news. I don't really deserve it.
so Mark, you fell at the final hurdle there.
All right.
Out of 10, crushing disappointment level?
At least 10.
Correct. Can't give any points for it, but what I can give you is this. Out! Now, Clive, you're tonight's Hard Quiz champion, and you get this trophy. You can come over. Okay. You've got to try and get it shot here. Because you get the trophy, and you get to do the sign-off.
Thanks for playing hard.
Coming up next on Quiz Night Live is Moneybox with Royal Flush.
to Moneybox! I have to sue that until everyone carries on clapping. Lovely to have you all here. If you would like to play along at home, you need to go to hatbox.ca and type in the code QJPN. And I'm hoping to see 2 names in particular appear on the board. There's one of the ones I was looking for. And if it looks like it's getting a little full, then we should stop. I will add at this point, you can't join halfway through. So whether you're playing along here in our studio audience or you're playing along at home, you need to join at the start of the game if you want to take part. Otherwise, if you just want to watch along, that's completely fine as well, and we'll give you a few minutes to come and join. We've got 2 players who will be revealed very shortly. Hopefully, it'll all work out. If not, then 2 of you will be disappointed because you won't be able to play in the audience game because the 2 players are going to be the 2 players I've got in mind. This is Money Box, a game where you build up as much as you can of your jackpot over a series of 8 questions, and then you try and win it, or some of it, at the end. I think that's about it. Hello to everyone watching at home, hello to our studio audience here, and hello to our 2 hot seat players who this afternoon are Ralph and Prue! And welcome to everyone playing in the audience. Emoji, Arun, Claire, Clive, Connor, I was to do with the names there. David, Dev, DF, DMC, Inca, Jack, Lucario, Liam / Natter, Otley, Pyro, Score, Shadow, Theory, Toot, Toppy, Tyson, Shapes, and Zeus. Welcome to all of you. Prugs, Ralph, welcome to the game. Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thank you very much.
Good. Now, Prugs, you haven't formally played Moneybox before, but you were the sort of guinea pig for this version of it. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
It was a week or 2 ago.
It was the high-speed game that we played to make
yes, we were wasting time and chatting lots. So you're familiar with the format. Have you got a target in mind? Is something you think you'd like to win this evening?
As much as possible.
As much as possible.
Seems like a reasonable target, I would have thought.
If you won big on Moneybox tonight, what would you spend the money on?
I'll have a think about that.
Have a think about that. Come back to me on that. Prugs, welcome to the game. Lovely to have you here. And you are partnered up, despite the fact that it's come out Ralph and Prugs. You're sat Prugs and Ralph, but we can come to peace with that. Ralph, welcome to the game.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you with us. Now, you have played Moneybox before, haven't you?
Yeah, wasn't I a guinea pig as well back when it was jackpot?
But when it was jackpot, it must have been a long time. In fact, fun fact, when I was coming to export the Stream Deck profile, it took me about 10 minutes to find it because it was called Jackpot on my Stream Deck. And I was like, where is money? It must exist somewhere. And then I decided to check the name. Someone who was a professional would probably have done that first, but there we go. Ralph, so you have played before. Have you got a target in mind that you'd like to get to?
1,000,
1,000?
2,000.
And if you won 1,000 tonight, or this afternoon, what would you spend it on? Would you buy a turnip of your very own? Yeah. There's a line from Blackadder there. Ralph, great to have you here. Just to reiterate the rules, Prugs and Ralph are going to be teammates, are going to be working together to build up as much as possible. There'll be 12 categories that are going to be shown, and they're going to make their way through 8 questions. The 4 questions that remain, one of them will be picked at random to go into the final, where they will answer independently to decide if both of them split their jackpot, or if one of them gets it, or indeed neither. If you are playing along at home on your Hackbox devices or in our studio audience here, once the answer has been accepted, your thing will change colour. The only difference for your game is that your coins will be assigned at random, as opposed to our guys who get to pick them themselves. Good luck to you both, and let's reveal this afternoon's categories. And I'm very annoyed with Samster because he nicked the idea and did it yesterday, and I thought it was going to be really original, but you can't have everything now. Where would you put it? Here are the categories. Quiz, night, live. In Sheffield, UK. Great big fun. Had by all. Hey! And there are your values, guys, from 50 right up to the 1,000. 8 of those values are going to be picked over the course of the game. Of course, you don't know which values you're going to be picking along the way, but we hope they're as big as possible. You'll be given a question which has got 2 options. If between you decide on the right option, then you get the value that is on the coin that you picked. If you don't, then it goes in the bin and out of the game. Additionally, just to spice things up, we have got 4 killer values secreted amongst those 12 values up there. If you find a killer value and you get the question right, it's no difference, you win the value as normal. However, if you found a killer value and you get the question wrong, not only does the value go out of the game, but your accumulated jackpot gets cut in half. So, different strategies could be played here. You could want to get rid of those killers early when the jackpot is lower, or just avoid them completely. That's also a very popular strategy. But those are the 12 categories you've got to go. Those are the 12 values. Are you ready to play?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's play Money Box. And ignore that. It says join the game QJP. In fact, you might be able to join halfway through. So actually, you probably can. But either way. Right. Proogs, Ralph. Any of those categories that you're immediately wanting to either play and get out the way immediately, or ones you maybe want to save for the end?
I think my strategy is to try and keep the more visible categories to the end and go for the vague ones to begin with, and try and save ones that are like more specific, like quiz and Sheffield and UK for the finale.
The categories aren't as descriptive as I would hoped.
It's almost like it's a special event. Or something, isn't it?
So I think there's a reasonable tactic in sticking with the nouns and avoiding the
something like really vague, like in or
by. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the fun fact, I tested this build out with my brother and his girlfriend on Friday night, and in came up as the category for the final, which he was devastated about because he didn't know what to expect.
I think that might be a sign we should go for in for our first question.
I think that's probably fair enough. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, we will load up the in question and a coin. Let's have a coin to go with it.
I for in.
I for in?
Fine.
Okay, we'll pick in, or I for in. Let's load I into your money box. Fingers on buzzers, coins assigned at random to our players in the lobby. There'll be 2 options, and we're hoping you get the right one. Gents, here is your question on in. What is the melting point of indium? Is it 156.6 degrees Celsius or 156.6 degrees Fahrenheit? We'll give it a few more seconds for our audience game to lock in. It does look like it is doing a thing, which is quite nice. Just waiting for shapes and ink, and there's everyone locked in. Chaps, what do you think?
My gut feeling it's the Celsius value.
So to convert from C to F, you divide it by 5, multiply by 9, and add version 2. So the Fahrenheit one would be colder than the centigrade one.
Yeah, the Fahrenheit one is something like 60, 70, 80. Celsius, I think.
132. What's 132 divided by 9? 44, 14. So that sounds more like the 70 degrees centigrade.
I feel like you should be glowing and sort of numbers coming off of here.
Yes, I think the
point is that if it was Fahrenheit, indium would melt in boiling water.
Yes, I think indium would be like a 70. Yeah, 1/5 of the blue one's around 70 degrees Celsius. So I'd probably go for the yellow answer.
We'll go for the Celsius one then.
You want to go Celsius?
Yeah, we're going Celsius.
156.6 degrees Celsius. We will lock that in. Now, first of all, we need to see if you're right. Good decision. Yes, you are. Well done. Yes. Clap. And looks like our audience game is working as well. If you're dark red, it means you found a killer. If you're light red, it means you were wrong without a killer. If you're light green, it means you got it right and you got a decent value. If you're dark green, it means you found one of the top values and were right. So bad luck to Claire, getting it wrong on the 1,000 there. Shapes and Topper, they found a killer, but nothing in so far, so that's not to worry. Yes, the melting point of indium is 156.6 degrees Celsius. 156.6 degrees Fahrenheit is a very nice 69.2 degrees Celsius. Good decision to make there. The one difference between this version of the build and the one that I normally do on stream is that I have all of the details about what you've picked for your money box on the one at home. I haven't here, so this is very exciting for me. You were right. What did you bring to your money box? 500 and a killer! Well played! That's about the best start we could have hoped for. You got the question right, you found one of the biggest values in the game, and you got rid of a killer without getting it wrong. That's one fewer killer in the game, or one less killer in the game, unsure. And you start your jackpot off with 500. Let's add it to your jackpot. It might be ages. We'll just watch it tick up. DMC taking an early lead with 500 there. Pyro with 400. David and Toot both with 350. That's our audience game. And that's one question down. 7 questions to go. On we go to the next. What are you thinking?
Should we get rid of buy?
Yes, I was thinking that too.
You think buy? You want to get rid of buy?
I think I'll get rid of buy.
Okay, we will load buy up as your question. And a coin.
B for buy?
Yep.
Seems to be a strategy that paid off last time. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's load B into your money box. Fingers on buzzers, audience. Coins have been assigned at random, and here's your question on buy. Of the 2 by-elections held on 23rd of June 2022, which incumbent lost to the Liberal Democrats? Was it Imran Ahmed Khan, or was it Neil Parish? About 10 seconds to get your answers in the audience game. And everyone stare at shapes. There we go. All done. Players are locked in. Gents.
Okay, so on the 23rd of June, there were 2 by-elections. One in Wakefield and one in Tiverton Honiton, down in Devon. So Wakefield was won by Labour. That was one of those red wall seats that the Labour lost in the last general election. And Labour got it back in a landslide. And so the Liberal Democrats won in Devon, which is Lib Dem heartland to me. So I know that one of them got done in for viewing pornography in Parliament, and the other got the whip pulled for another reason. I can't remember which one was which.
I don't want to interrupt you during your one-man show, Ralph.
It sounded like you knew where you were going with that.
It's a lot of stuff that I can't say whether it's knowledge or not. I can't confirm whether it's right or wrong, but it sounded very believable.
It sounded convincing. I have absolutely no idea. So for me, it's a coin toss.
I'm leaning towards Neil Parish.
I'll go with your decision.
I think Neil Parish sounds like a Devon sort of name.
I'm not going to read any more into that. Are you happy to go with
Neil?
I'm
happy to go with it.
Yeah.
I'd like to say it's 50-50 for me, so yeah, let's go with that.
Neil Parish?
Neil Parish.
All right, we'll lock in Neil Parish. First of all, we're going to see, was that the right decision? Following Ralph's dissertation on the subject of the by-elections on the 23rd of June 2022, was it right? Yes, it was! Score finding the 1,000 there. Jack finding a 500 with right answers. Well done there, well done there. David and Tyson finding killers. Your score's going to be cut in half if you've got any. Not much else to report there. GG. Yes, as Ralph has saved us all a lot of time by being completely and utterly right about almost absolutely everything here, to be honest. So Parish lost to the Liberal Democrats in Tiverton and Honiton, having resigned his seat following, I put accusations down here, it wasn't accusations, it was actual, of watching pornography in the House of Commons. He was looking for tractors, apparently, looking for tractor porn. Imran Ahmed Khan, yes, he lost to Labour, having resigned following a conviction of sexual assault. Possibly on a minor, I can't remember, so allegedly. Both were Tory MPs, lovely bunch then. So yes, Tories losing 2 by-elections. And let's move on rapidly from this rather sorry subject. You were right. What did you bring to your money box? 250 and another killer! That's another right answer, another killer out of the game. You have found 2 of the 4 killers in the game are giving me right answers on both of them. That's a strong position to be in. Only 2 killers left, and it's another one from the bottom row, one of the higher values. Let's add 250 to your jackpot. Score jumping into the lead with 1250 in the audience game. DMC's now in second with 600. Jack's in third with 550. Still plenty of time to go. We have got through 2 of the questions. 6 questions left. 2 killers left in play. Still that 1,000 floating about. Thoughts on your next category, gents?
Proves, do you want to let...
Go on, let's go for fun.
Fun?
Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. All right, we'll load up the fun question. Ralph, do you want to pick a coin to go with it?
F for 4?
F for 4. I see what's happening here. There's a pattern emerging. Let's load up the F. Anyone watching on YouTube, put an F in chat if you like. Don't have to. Maybe wait to see the result of the question. Let's load F into your money box. Fingers on buzzers in the audience. And here comes your question on fun. Which of these singles featuring Nate Roos, the lead singer of Fun, and that is how it is styled, was released earliest? Was it Just Give Me a Reason, or was it We Are Young? About 10 seconds to get your answers in the audience game. Everyone stare at them. And that might be time up there. Maybe out of time, or it may not have accepted. Apologies if that didn't accept your answer, or maybe you just ran out of time. Gents, familiar with the band?
I know the We Are Young. I know that single because of the lyrics about getting higher than the Empire State, which is censored out by more prudish organs.
You wouldn't find it on Radio 2 necessarily.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Just Give Me a Reason at all.
No, I don't remember that track either. I think they're more of a one-hit wonder in that regard. I wouldn't know which order they'd go in.
That's sort of the substance of the question,
yeah, exactly,
really.
Yes, we're struggling on this. Shall we go for a punt for just Give Me a Reason?
Yes.
Because that's one that neither of us have heard.
Yes.
And therefore it might have something about Tracy and that clearly hasn't.
Just Give Me a Reason?
We'll go Just Give Me a Reason.
Yes.
All right, we'll lock in Just Give Me a Reason. First of all, we are going to find out, was that the right answer? Oh, it wasn't. Now, well done to Dogfish, though, getting 1,000 points there on a right answer. A couple of killers being unearthed by our audience, getting some points going to be cut in half there. Bad luck. Just Give Me a Reason was Janelle Murray. Sorry, Nate. I'll give you the other answer. That was Nate Roos was a featured artist with Pink. That was released in 2013. We Are Young. He was the main artist, and it featured Janelle Murray, released in 2011. So a couple of years earlier.
One single.
Bad luck, bad luck. But that is the way the game goes. We've had a strong start, so we're not going to be adding any more, but hopefully we won't be taking anything off. What did you bring to your money box? Okay, that's about as good as we could have hoped for. Low value. Low value, not a killer. So we're going to stick with our 750, and actually we don't really, we don't want the 100, we want some of those higher values in our game anyway, so we don't mind saying goodbye to that. It's no extra money, let's get rid of that 100 from our game. Score still with the lead, 1975. DF jumping into second with 12.25, and DMC in theory tied up in third with 7.25. So we're approaching the halfway point. We've had 3 questions. We've got 5 to go. Are we starting to think about what you might want to see in the final, or what you definitely don't want to see in the final?
I probably want stuff like Quiz, Sheffield, UK.
So I think that's fair. And I mean, even night. Sheffield. I think Sheffield UK Quiz. Yeah, we still need to be avoiding all the random adjectives and conjunctions, really, don't we?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards all for our next question.
All?
I'm happy with that, yeah.
Okay. We will load up the all question. Dare I predict what you're going to go for a coin?
Should we stick with our system then?
Yes.
We'll go with A, please.
A for all. Let's load up the A into your money box. Fingers on buzzers in the audience. Question with 2 options coming up. Here is your question on all. On all. What is the motto of the eponymous Musketeers in Alexandre Dumas' novel The Three Musketeers? Is it one for all for one, or all for one for all? You've got about 10 seconds to get an answer in the audience if you would like to take part in this one. TW audience, that might be Twitch audience possibly, playing along at home. And that's time up.
Well, in D'Artagnan.
All for one and one for all. Muskehounds are always...
No, I think it's one for all and all for one.
Oh, we've got contention.
One for all and all for one.
I
Muskehounds
thought
already
it,
one for all and all
thought
for
it
one.
was all for one and one for all. I think there's clearly some Mandela effect going on for one of us.
I will confirm, I double-checked this with the book. It is mentioned twice in the book, and it is the same both times.
I am quoting Dogtanian and not D'Artagnan. So.
I'm sure it was all for one and one for all.
We're going to have a deadlock here, because I'm convinced it's one for all for one.
Shall we get a coin out for it? Okay, heads up.
Although, to be fair, we had a coin toss on the politics one.
Yes.
So can I take it on this one?
Yes.
Is that okay?
No, I mean...
There's a wonderful display of teamwork and comradeship here. Well, we need a decision. What are we going to do?
Okay, you can have it.
Okay, if it's wrong, then I'll be wrong. I'm sorry about that. Go on, I'd like to go for...
What do you
go for? Would like to go for one for all and all for one.
One for all and all for one.
Please.
So the yellow answer.
And hope they didn't corrupt it for the song.
Is this a joint decision?
Yes.
He's not happy,
It's
but
not.
yes.
Begrudging.
One for all for one?
One for all and all for one.
It's locked in.
Apologies if this is wrong.
Now there's a lot riding on this answer right here. First of all, was that the correct answer? Oh, it wasn't.
I'm sorry.
It went the other way. It comes, and this is very curious, and this might be where the confusion comes from. It might be the D'Artagnan-based confusion. I think it's more likely. The phrase actually comes from the Latin unus pro omnibus omnes pro uno, which curiously translates the other way round. It does translate as one for all for one, but in the book, it is very much all for one for all. And in the film, The Man in the Iron Mask as well. So, bad luck zigging when you should have zagged there, but a pretty tough question. Well done if you found some big money there. Clivy, Shadowmane, Inca, Liam all finding 1,000 or 500. A couple of killers being unearthed there as well. Now, it's the second one in a row you've got wrong. You've already found 2 killers, so there's only 2 left up here, but we're hoping that this is going to be another low non-killer value because we are wrong. Let's find out. What did you bring to your money box? Okay, that's even better than last time. Yeah.
Wasn't as disastrous as we did here.
Another low value, another non-killer, so we retain our 750 score for now. No more being added, but we do take that 75 out of the game. Score with the lead 75. It jumps up into second, 40, 25 again there in third, 12, 75. Now, halfway point. You can, of course, change your strategy at any point. I know you said you wanted to keep the more robust questions until later on. Depending how you're getting on, you might want to take a more robust question now to either avoid hitting a killer or to potentially build up some more money. Because that's the other thing you've got to remember. If you get to the final but you haven't got anything there, it's a bit academic. So, what are we thinking next?
He's trying to tempt us.
I don't know. I'm merely.
How much do you know about Sheffield?
I went to university there.
Okay.
So I know a lot.
I have general knowledge on it, so that's worth keeping back.
Yes.
UK, I'm reasonably, well, depends on what aspect of UK, I'm reasonably good at that.
Yeah. I mean, we are both from the country. UK gen.
Should we get rid of had?
Yes.
Because it's the stupid things I have up there.
Yes.
Had?
It might be about con men.
All right, we'll load up had. We'll load your had question in there. Add a coin to go with it, please.
H for had.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was the thing. That was the thing we're doing. Let's load H into your money box. Coins assigned at random for our friends in the lobby game in about 15 seconds to get an answer in. Good luck. Here is your question on had. An example of lexical ambiguity. How many times is the word had used consecutively in the antenna classes that starts James while John? Is it 11 or 8? A couple of seconds for the audience to lock in. About 5 seconds if you'd like to do so. That's time. Right. What on earth am I talking about?
So it's the one with all the hads next. So James while John had.
Okay.
Had better reason, something like that. So James while John had.
This is going to be a really entertaining moment for everyone watching at home, I think.
James while John had. James while.
I feel the seams of the universe are unwrapping at the moment.
Had. I've got to 6. Is that a number? No. where James had.
Proogs, would you like me to call somebody?
Okay, you say it, I'll count it.
I don't know it in full, that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
It's James. It's one of these. It's like putting a space between fish and land and chips.
This is like that buffalo.
It is basically
exactly
So
like
there's
that.
8 buffaloes.
And it's
and
Ben's
I'm
favourite
thinking
subject at the moment.
That 8 might be a red herring because people are. He might. I think the question writer might be trying to make us conflate it with the buffalo.
The question writer might have just found out about that right now. And they're actually completely 2 different examples of an anti-classist.
It's basically, if you're talking about where James had written down the word had or the word had, and I can't remember which one it is.
James while John
had. Is it how many consecutively?
Well, that's 5 so far.
Yeah, James. Well, John had.
That's 8.
Had.
That's 10.
Had.
11.
Had.
12.
James, well, John had the better effect. So I've got 7 there.
Okay.
James, well, John had.
I honestly didn't think I'd get this much mileage out of this question.
Yeah, there we go. So James, I can get to 7 now, which is close. James, well, John had. That's 6. James, well, John had the better effect. Or something like that. That's 7. I'd go with 8 because I can't lengthen it.
Okay, we're 8.
8?
We got up to 12 one.
Yeah, well, that was me mistake.
Would you like a cup of cocoa now, Bruce? What are we going for? Had.
Shall we go for 8 hads?
8.
8 hads, please.
8? Shall I lock it in before you change your mind?
Had.
8?
8.
It's locked.
It's wrong, probably.
I think they deserve a round of applause for that. Whether they're right or wrong. Goodness me. Right. An example of lexical ambiguity. How many times is the word had used consecutively in the antenna classes that starts James while John? The correct answer is 11.
So what's the sentence, please?
James while John had the desired effect.
So there's another clause in there that we missed.
Stupid language is what I've written down here. It's very difficult to parse it without putting grammar in it, but it's James while John had, the word had. The 2 words. Had the desired effect. I once wrote a poem about every time anything to do with this comes up, I tell you that. One day I'll read it to you. Anyway, it's a wrong answer. Well done to CM and to Twaudience. To say, that's so pleasing to say. Twaudience. You got finding the 500 there. Toppy, Theory, Inca and Clivy finding a killer. Your score's going to get cut in half. Bad luck there. Now, you had 2 wrong answers in a row. That's the 3rd wrong answer in a row. You've not found a killer. You've only found killers.
We had.
You had 2 answers in a row. You have now had 3 incorrect answers in a row. Oh, hello. Hello, Alex Noah, who is just... Oh, no, you're there on that one, just not on that. Well, let's find out. What did you bring to your money box?
So we had 2 in a row, and now we've had.
Now you have had 3 in a row. Again, though, silver lining, it's not a killer, so you do maintain that 750 balance. Unfortunately, though, it is one of the higher values, but it has to go out of the game. We say goodbye to the 350. So, we're stuck on 750. We've been on a bit of a rut on this 750 for a while. We've got 3 questions left. There's still potentially 1,700 you could be adding to your jackpot at this point. However, with still 2 killers in the game and a 50, you could potentially also drop down as low as 200. So, let's not think about that. That's quite a wide margin for error. Where are we going next with 3 questions left and 2 killers still in play?
Should we go with one of great big?
Yeah, I think we should do great.
Okay.
Great.
I think that great and big are like gonna be similar sort of things.
It does have the advantage
maybe.
that the G coin is still there as well.
Yes. I think that's, yeah.
To be honest, that's probably the most important thing to set store
Yeah,
by
it's
here.
vital, yes, exactly. Yeah, we'll go great with G, please.
Great!
Great.
You see the things I do with words. Anyway, no, nothing. Not even a ripple on that one. No, okay. We'll move on rapidly. G.
Yes.
Let's load G into your money box. And fingers on buzzers in the audience. Here is a question on great. On which of these great structures did construction begin first? Was it the Great Wall of China or the Great Pyramid of Giza? Answers coming in from our lobby game. About 5 seconds. And that's time. Well, it might be time up. Probably time up now. Chaps, what do we think?
Well, the Great Pyramid of Giza is like 1500 to 2000 BC.
Okay, yes. I was thinking, yes. Isn't it like Great Wall of China like 400 BC?
I think the Great Wall of China is younger than we think it is.
Ah, yes. I think it's Great Wall of China is like in the triple digits BC. Giza in the quadruple digits BC.
I was in Auckland and saw some really old stuff that was dated in relation to the pyramids. Just saying it was like 4,000 years ago.
That would have been 2000 BC.
Which would have been a bit, yeah. But it does say construction. I mean, would they have started building the Great Wall of China a couple of millennia previously? That would be ridiculous.
They sort of got bored and
Exactly,
went for a fag break and forgot about it for a few thousand years. And then someone turned up and said, "What's all this?" Oh, this must have. They found some blueprints.
Well, there's big cathedrals that have taken several centuries to finish. But anyway,
Aren't they still working on the Sagrada Familia?
Plausibly. I would suggest...
Quite sure how that's related to this question here, but this
long construction periods is what we're talking
about. Oh, so yes, I suppose it is.
My gut feeling is we go with the Pyramid of Giza, although the thing is the Egyptians have history on history, don't they?
Ah.
They have...
Well, we had a great library.
I'm loving the conversation, but these people have got to get up for breakfast.
Oh, sorry. Should we say the pyramid was started first? Right, the pyramid was started first, please.
Pyramids?
Yes.
All right.
Specifically the pyramid.
The Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yes.
Let's lock that in. Okay, we've had a bit of a bad, rotten run of luck here. Let's see, is that the right answer? Hey! Yes, it is. Well played.
It's a relief, isn't it?
Plenty of green on this one. DMC, Natter, David, Tyson, Toppy, all finding 1,000. Alex, Zeus, Claire, all finding 500. Pyro and CM finding a killer. Your score's going to be cut in half. Bad luck. Yes, it was in fact the Great... fun fact, my instinct was wrong on this, actually. When I tested this on my wife and my brother, they both immediately went for pyramids. I thought Great Wall of China. But Giza was around 2,570 BC. You're right to talk about long construction periods. Most of the Great Wall was done in the last millennium during the Ming Dynasty, but construction did begin as early as the 7th century BC, but not a patch on the pyramids. A good 2,000 years between them, 2,500 years. So, good decision, and we're back on a winning streak. Let's see if we can find a big value, and with any luck, a bit of red on it. What did you bring to your money box? Okay, 300, not bad, not bad. Sort of just above average there, above the middle of the game. 300 is still on the top row, which is great. It does bring us into 4 figures on our jackpot. It's not a killer though, so there are still 2 killers floating around. But it's more money going in. Let's add 300 to your jackpot. And DMC takes the lead, 22-25, scores in second, 21-25, and Natters in third with 1900, the year I was born. Now, 1050, the year Ash was born. I panicked. I just thought of a person. I could have said anyone who's vaguely older than me. Anyway, you're up to 1,050. You're up to 1,050. You've got 2 questions. There's still 2 killers, so both of these could be killers. So there's a potential for that 1,050 to drop down to in the region of 252. But with good choices, it could go up as high as 2,450. So, a lot at stake and a lot in between those figures as well. And remember, of the 4 categories that you leave, you do not get to choose. It is chosen at random. So, penultimate question, before the finale, what's your category?
I'm suspicious of quiz. Just generally.
That's your advice for life, really,
That's
isn't
the
it?
philosophy, yes, exactly.
Explain your suspicions.
My suspicions is that, despite being a member of this lovely community, I don't actually know much about TV quizzing and things like that. Certainly not to the depth that anyone else does.
I thought you were a member of the Bothers Bar community.
Yeah, it doesn't mean to say you know anything, does it?
Brig only knows it because he's written everything down in a blog.
But in the meantime, shall we get rid of big?
Yes.
I mean, we might have another great type question. You know, what big thing has been finished first? So let's get rid of big. We'll play big.
But you haven't got a coin to go with it.
I know we haven't.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that separately.
We'll load big.
Should we do big?
Big.
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 Stop saying big then.
Big.
And a coin, you're going to have to break up trend.
Well, shall we go with J? Because there isn't one beginning with J.
J.
J. Let's load J into the money box. And
We need to sample that as a Wilhelm scream.
Prigs, what did you say it might be?
About big things.
Might be
in the same way as
Great Things.
It might be about the movie Big.
It could be about the height of the Empire State Building. It could be about anything that's quite big.
Could be, really, couldn't it? Let's find out. Things on Buzz's audience. 15 seconds. Here's your question on Big. Which big film was released most recently? Was it Big Mama's House or was it Big Daddy? A few seconds to get your answers in the audience. Answers coming in. Lovely, lovely. Let's wait for Claire. I don't know if that came in or not, Claire, or it may have timed you up. We'll find out in due course. Apologies if that's caught you out. We'll find out. Okay. I feel like I can't shush at the audience, but every instinct in my body is around saying shh, just running choir rehearsals and over immediately fall
Put
silent.
your teacher mode on.
Oh, yeah, my teacher instinct is kicking in. Apologies if I shush at you, I'm just being automatic. But at the same time, do be quiet. Prudes and Ralph, what do we think?
I've heard of Big Mama's House, I haven't heard of Big Daddy.
Those were not the big films I was hoping to see.
Oh, no, quite. Do you know either of them?
I know Big Mama's House 2.
It's not one of the options. when did Big Mama's House 2 come out, do you think? Because we have to assume Big Mama's House came out before that.
Who was the titular Big Daddy? Because I think Big Mama's House had a male lead in the titular role.
This sounds like he's genuinely asking you, but please don't respond. Fight that instinct to shout out the answer at this point.
As I say, I don't know about Big Daddy as in the wrestler, I'm vaguely aware of, but I'm not aware of a film specifically about him.
I don't think it would have been about
no, quite.
A dramatic biopic about a professional wrestler.
We wouldn't have called it. Why are we going down this route? Was Big Mama's House, was that early 2000s?
Probably was the early 2000s. Although Big Daddy may as well be as well.
I mean, you don't know anything about Big Daddy?
I'm probably going to lean towards Big Daddy.
As being the most recent. That's fair, yeah.
No, actually, I was leaning towards Big... no.
Were you thinking Big Daddy's the oldest?
Yes.
That was your logic. We are after the most recent.
I mean, I don't have any logic particularly.
I'd probably go for Big Mama's House then.
Do you think that's more recent?
Yes.
Okay, as I say, I don't know the film.
Happy with that, Fruits?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Alright, we'll lock in Big Mama's House. And, first of all, let's see, was that a right answer? Good decision! Yes, it was!
So tell us about Big Daddy then.
Say again?
Tell us about Big Daddy as a film.
Big Daddy was an Adam Sandler film released in 1999.
Okay.
Big Mama's House was a Martin Lawrence, I think it was, and it was released in the year 2000.
Okay, so it was.
So it wasn't a lot in it.
Yeah.
Two big films there.
Well
Well
done.
done to Luca. Sorry, not well done to Lucario. The opposite of well done to Lucario. Two who found a killer there. Well done to Arun and Emoji Person, finding the 1,000 there, and Theory, who's found 500. Well done there. A few wrong answers. Cropping it. That's not a word. Cropping up. Chaps, this is good news for you. It's a right answer. We are going to be adding up money. It could be as low as 50. It could be as high as 1,000. What did you bring to your money box? 125. Okay, it's still cash. Still cash, not one of those higher values, but it does get added on. Very well played. We'll add that 125 to your jackpot now. And it's DMC with the lead, 2,300, just ahead of Score of 22.25, and in third place with 2,200, it's Arun. Much to play for in this audience game. Much to play for. So, chaps, final decision, and remember the questions that you leave, one, bless you, good lord, one will be picked at random for your finale question, which you will answer independently.
I think that we've got to a point where we've got some good, strong and focused categories.
Yeah, we'll keep UK and Sheffield.
Yes.
Keep quiz.
Well, you had suspicions about
Well,
that.
I've got suspicions about all these questions, to be honest.
I'd probably want to get Elf live just because we have an L coin left.
I mean, that's as logical as anything else. I mean, live could be anything. Could be live.
Just to interject just for a moment, I will also remind you that out of the 5 coins you've got left, 2 of them are killers. So there is not quite a 50-50 chance that you're going to unearth a killer, sort of 40% chance. And if you do that and it's not something you're particularly strong in and you're wrong, that 1175 is going to plummet back down. It is just something to consider because a wrong answer could be devastating.
I think we should test your suspicions on quiz.
Okay, that's fair enough. You can help us if I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, we'll go with quiz then.
Quiz?
Let's do quiz.
To sort of feel somewhat reassuring that maybe there will be some knowledge actually maybe stronger on this. You want to be a bit safer here.
Is there a Q coin available?
There's not, I'm afraid. It goes as far as L.
K for
K for quiz.
Quiz. Thanks, Claire.
Quiz. K-W-I-Z. That's how you spell quiz. Let's load the K coin into your money box. And final question before the final question. So, penultimate. Here's your question on quiz. Which of these quiz shows has the highest score ever? Fingers on buzzers, audience. Is it 15-1 or University Challenge? And there's answers locked in. Chaps,
Okay.
I'm sure you're both familiar with these shows.
So, 15-1 is the only one of these two that has a theoretical maximum. 400 for getting 40 questions right, plus 30 for having 3 lives left, and another 3 for having 3 lives at the end of round 2. So 433, and only one person has ever recorded that score. The question is, has anyone ever scored more than 433 in University Challenge?
I think it's unlikely.
And are we counting this as just the Jeremy Paxman era, or are we going for either Bamber Gascoigne era where they had the quizzle stick?
Well, it's which of these quiz shows has the highest score ever? And I think that would be the key word to hang on to to answer
But
that.
400 is still quite a lot to get in University
Could
Challenge.
be like 435. This could be like
What's the scoring on University Challenge? Obviously started with
5
10,
for 10, and then followed up by 3 bonuses,
which are worth
5 each.
So it's 25 per question set available.
Yes.
Gosh, okay, which means that it's
You'd have to
get through 17 or 18 question sets completely right.
25 times 16 is 400, so you need at least 18. And I think, how many would they fit in one show?
It's only a 30-minute show.
Yes.
Has it ever been longer?
Well, I think, didn't they carry out their scores over back in the late Bamber Gascoigne era?
I mean,
Because they were back when they had the quizzle stick.
I don't know. How would they have ended it? If they
I think it's they had it over 2 halves, and they carry over their scores into the second part of the show. But that was back when it was on ITV, and they had to have an advert.
But assuming they get everything right in each of those sets, assuming they have to get 18 full sets correct, that's a heck of a long time, if you like. 18 times. That's a lot of questions, frankly.
I mean, there's a lot of very good things being said here.
Sorry,
I am going to have to
talking
press you for... No, it's fine. This is what the whole game's about, but I am going to have to press
Should we
you
go
for an
15
answer.
to 1 being the higher one then? I don't think the University Challenge would have got to the 400s.
Yeah. We'll go for 15-1, and we'll be disappointed if it isn't.
All right, we will lock in 15-1. First of all, was that the correct answer?
Oh.
Wasn't, I'm afraid. Disappointment from our audience game as well, I'll go through in a minute. I loved your mathematics that you were going through there, and you were so in the right ballpark. As you pointed out, the maximum scored on 15-1 was 433. It's by Bill McKagan, Series 25 in 1999. Highest score on University Challenge, 520.
Wow.
and University challenged by University College Oxford against Reading in 1987.
So that would have been the Quizzle Stick era.
I don't know. I wasn't alive in 1987 and I've never watched it, but the question was highest score ever, so it was the highest score ever. 520.
Was that Reading who scored it?
No, it was University College Oxford.
Against
Reading.
Reading?
Against Reading.
Yeah, that must have been disappointing for Quizzy Dan to hear.
Yes, quite possibly. Unfortunately, it is the wrong answer, and I'm being told by the executive team that I need to put a spring in my step, so to speak. No, it's fine. It's good. It's all interesting stuff. Killers found by Arun Tyson, Emoji, DF, Clivy, and Twaudience. Well done to Lucario and Shapes who found the 500. It's not going to get any more money, but hopefully we can avoid dropping it down. What did you bring to your money box? Okay, we've avoided a killer. That's relief. It's not a killer. It was only 200. So we'd left the biggest value and the smallest value as it happened, the 400 and the 150 in the middle. It's not going to be 200, but it does leave you with a final jackpot of 1,175. That is what you are playing for in your money box this afternoon. So DMC with the lead, 2,600, scores in second, 22.25, leans in third with 20.50, and it's time for the finale. So, audience game, first of all, this works in exactly the same way as it always does. You may answer either A or B or pass. You'll have those options presented to you on your phone. If you choose the correct answer, you bank 100% of your points, and you get to say, I won that many points on Moneybox at Q&L. If you choose the incorrect answer, it will only bank 10% of your points, so basically divide it by 10. If you choose to pass, you'll bank half your score, and abstaining will be treated as a pass. Okay? But there will also be an option to pass on your phone. Gentlemen, this time you are going to be answering one of these remaining questions, Night Live Sheffield UK, independently. On your phones, you will be buzzed down the question on Hackbox, and you'll get the same options, A, B, or pass. If you both select the correct answer, then you take your 1,175 jackpot and you split it 50% each, probably rounded down because I'm tight. Or mainly because that's how integers work in Unity. If one of you is right and one of you is wrong, then the person who is right wins the whole lot, 1,175. If you're both wrong, then neither of you wins a thing. However, you've also got the option to pass. And pass effectively mirrors what your teammate does. So if one of you is right and one of you passes, then you both win. If one of you is wrong and one of you passes, you both lose. If you both pass, you both lose. Happy with the rules? I must insist that after the question category is revealed, there is no more conferring, and I would also ask you to contain your reactions after the correct answer is revealed, because it will be revealed before your decisions are. I'm going to give you 30 seconds, not much more, to have a quick discussion in case you wanted to have any strategy meetings just before I reveal the category.
So you're good at Sheffield. UK, we're probably most reasonable at.
Yes.
Night Live with a bit of a wild card.
Yes. Night could be about astronomy, and that might not be that good a thing for me. Live is might be more of either entertainment or electrics.
Yeah, it could be anything really. And I did a physics degree, so
Okay.
if it is astro, it's possible, but good luck.
So, conceal your devices, do not let each other see what you're doing. And audience, you're going to get the question as well. Your finale category is UK, is what we have gone for. So, 2 options and an option to pass as well. Good luck to you all. The question on UK is, according to the 2011 census, which of these religions has more adherents in the UK? Is it Sikhism or Judaism? It won't immediately display if you lock in hot seat players, and you'll have 5 seconds after both have locked in once the initial 20 seconds has elapsed, audience. Both players have locked in. Inca and Twaudience, you need to answer quickly. There's Inca. And Twaudience out of time, everyone else getting an answer in. So, decisions have been made, things have been locked in. According to the 2011 census, which of these religions has more adherents in the UK? Kindly, hot seat players, do contain your reaction when I reveal the correct answer, which is Sikhism. Sikhism has 432,213, Judaism 269,200 and 33. And at the end of all that, a round of applause for DMC, who is our lobby winner. Very well done to second place, Liam, and third place with 2050, and third place, 1800, David. Well done there. Thank you all very much for playing and for testing that out. That seemed to go off fairly well. Now, it all comes down to Prug's and Ralph's decision. 1175 is up for grabs, depending what you both just said. Whether you were both right, both wrong, one right, one wrong. Did you pass? Let's find out. Good luck to you both. How did you play? Who's going to win? Oh! Ralph, you've won 1,175 points!
I genuinely thought it was you, David.
Oh, we get the bittersweet ending. Prugs, commiserations.
I genuinely thought it was you, David.
No, not.
Maybe there's a large community in Manchester, and also there's a large community in London.
Yeah,
biased me.
because there's more. It feels like there's more Sikhism in my neck of the woods. I mean, there's a a Sikh temple with
Gurdwara.
There's an onion down just 5 minutes from my
I do
flat.
think that I think there is quite a lot. I do believe there's quite a large Jewish contingency in Manchester. There. Judaism 269233, Sikhism 432213. So it's almost twice.
So we were both coloured by our local gem.
Absolutely, it may have been an unfortunate local bias for you there, but I tell you what, you've both been smashing contestants. Didn't they do well, everyone? Bruce, great having you here. Commiserations. Ralph, very many congratulations. 1,175 points. I will turn that into pennies for you and add that onto the database when we get home. That's all we've got time for from Moneybox for this afternoon. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you to our hot seat players and to you for watching at home. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Until next time, take care and good night.
Yes, it's me again, and we're playing Elimination. No title sequence, that comes later. So, this is a game where everyone is playing. No contestants, ignore that him for now. No contestants, everyone's playing. So everyone get yourselves in here to play some Elimination. The code for the people here is TRVC. If anyone's watching on Twitch, you can join with either code if you want. But let's get going as many people. We've got 23 players, which means we have already unlocked the double elimination possibilities. There will be one double elimination at the moment. We need more. No. Yeah. You don't know what I've got hidden behind here. I did. Right, so let me first introduce, you might be wondering why this guy's here. It's my pointless friend, it's Lewis. I didn't feel like being up here alone, so I thought I'd bring him along to talk through the questions that he wrote.
I've been called worse. Is this my way of taking accountability?
It is.
Yeah, I saw right through it.
Excellent. Oh, we've got 24 players.
Hi, Photo.
Yeah, I'll give you plenty of time to join because there is definitely no mid-game joining in here. But who we got so far? We've got Pyro, Jack, Liam, /Nata, Lucario, Shapester, Jogging, Clivy, Tyson, Zeus, Toots, Otley, Arunster, DMC, Ralph, High Topper, who's that? Own Up. CM27, Ben, Score, Devster, Inca, Alex, Cruz, Shadow Main, Opposing Waver, and Cla. No, seriously, Own Up, who is High Topper? It's not me.
Makes sense.
Oh, I had a feeling. And finally, we have Ben playing Elimination after all these years. Right, is there anyone in the audience who's not joined yet who wants to join? I think the Twitch stream has caught up, so I'll give them a chance. Who else we got? We got Mr. Vertigo, BC, and AB Me. Give them a round of applause. They couldn't join us, but they're still getting a chance to play something.
AB Me joined the lobby last. This could be a first.
Oh. which means they might get eliminated last. That would be good for them.
Well, someone has to.
Up to 28 players. If we can get 2 more, we do unlock triple eliminations.
Do it.
I can't join. Although I can't actually remember the questions.
There you go.
But no, I won't.
Go on.
No, I'm sensible. Oh, if everyone's saying go on.
You got to get to the final eventually. We like to drink with Topper.
Something I forgot to mention after the last game. Do not clap into the mics, please.
Oh, okay.
Precious penguin ears, remember.
It's good.
Oh.
If you're clapping, clap off to the side. Thank you. There we go. An emoji's in. That's not me.
Hey!
Fine, we have Ash, we have Square, I wonder who that is, and me. So 31 players, I think that's more than enough. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Excellent. What button do I press? I press this one. If we're ready, let's play Elimination.
He's in all caps now.
And this is Elimination. Let's see who out of the 4 of you are going to be walking away with the medals and the shiny blue trophy. And we're going to start with the formation phase. So, just one single question to just set your starting positions in the elimination phase coming afterwards. One question, the answer is a positive integer number. Whoever is the closest starts near the top, whoever's furthest away near the bottom. And if there's any ties, quicker takes precedence. We won't eliminate anyone, just taking starting positions. Let's bring you all in. Now I did make a Q&L special, so it's going to look a bit weird, because in case we had more players. But we didn't.
Sorry.
Right, are you all ready? You have 60 seconds to answer this question. Good luck. In which year was Penistons' first village sheep market held? In which year was Penistons' first village sheep market held? You have 42 seconds. Answers are coming in. 30 seconds remaining. We have 5 players left to answer. Might have turned Twitch messages off. Let me see. Where's the mouse? Yeah, Twitch messages have been sent to send. But did they not send?
I haven't seen nothing on this end.
Could you keep work because people were entering in
Yeah.
my chat?
Yeah. But all of the Twitch fuses.
It's definitely enough, but you didn't actually post the room page. You posted it.
Well, yeah, but it's still listen.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, but they're not getting the questions through, so they're not going to get.
I'm not going to do that, I'm afraid.
Well, Apollo, Mr. Vertigo, BC, and AB me. Sorry. Technical remnants. So what is the answer? So, in which year was Penistons' first village sheep market held? Well, let's go to Lewis.
Well, it was first held in 1699. I was hoping someone would say 1700 just to get the one off, but yeah, Peniston's got a bit of sheep heritage. There is a Peniston sheep. It's also called the white-faced woodland sheep. It's thought to be closely related to the Swaledale and the Lonk, which are great names for sheep if you ask me.
So let's have a look. Who was closest? It was jogging, only 2 out. And in second, and joint second, Ralph and Alex. Ralph is a bit quicker than Alex. Who else? We have the 4 Twitch users at the bottom, Max away. And there we go.
What we can do